this video, I visit the Yellowstone National Park. And how do I know I'm getting close? I'm just now crossing the Yellowstone River. Now the river and the road parallel each other after this point. All the way into Gardner. Once we get into Gardner, of course, we have the entrance to the park. Unbeknownst to me, while I was driving this, there's an old stagecoach trail across the river that they used for backup travel when this river flooded 9 months later and damaged the roads. I can see where that could happen right here. The road is very close to the river. We're coming into Gardner here. We being the me and the steed and I. And Gardner is in the northwest corner of Yellowstone Park and is the northwest entrance to Yellowstone Park. In the distance is the Roosevelt Arch. If you're interested in that, I believe you can look that up in Google and see what that's all about. I didn't investigate it when I was there. There's a possibility of some weather during this day, so there's some rain now and again. Though the temperatures were pretty warm. We were hitting it. The elevation was interesting. And as a result, I was constantly looking for if there was going to be any snow. There's already snow on the mountaintops. But this is a park, and the park has more than just a few things to offer. There is a lot to see here. I only visit the western half of the park. And we started out, of course, in the northern range, and this information panel coming up here explains about the plants and the animals that roam this area. During this video, you'll see bison and elk. Didn't really see any other animals other than a coyote that was acting like a stray dog around all the people at Old Faithful. And nobody was feeding him, but he sure was begging for it. Nice shot of the mountains in the snow. Gives you an idea of the range. We'll look at a couple other ranges as well. This is the Gardner River. The Yellowstone headed to the east of the park. There we go. Nice little garden. That's the Gardner River. And as we sweep up, so it's a nice view again of the range. We're heading to the Mammoth Spring, so that's going to be the first major stop. And it's at a relatively good elevation of over 6,000 feet. I believe the Gardner River also flooded and probably took out this section of road as well, but I'm not sure what sections were taken out. So the Mammoth Hot Springs, 6,239 feet. This should give you some idea of some of the elevation that I'm climbing at the time to get to the spring. It's a little freaky to see that there's no guardrail here. But if you look back, it's not that scary. Well, maybe it is. But that gives you an idea of the climb that it took to get up here. Now I saw this big old animal sitting there, and I didn't get a picture on the video, but I did get a picture of him. And what's interesting, here are these people walking along, and sitting right here is an elk saying, "Hey, I know you're there, but I'm hungry." And it's got a very sulfury smell. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is with that. Oh, the liberty cap, I guess. What that is. But look at the steam coming off of it. Wow. There's more over here. So, I don't know what this is all about, but we'll check it out. Okay. That kind of explains everything. It goes way the heck up. It's interesting. Very sulfurous smelling. So the water's glinting, it's rolling. So this spring is popping, but it's also steaming. So different colors. I'm not sure what the white is. Is it limestone? Probably. This is cool. There was some corruption of my slow video, so I had to jump to a high-speed video for this remaining area. Okay. I turned it on before I had it all the way down. Can you imagine skiing down that? Can you imagine climbing that? I don't see any livestock yet, but we're looking. Escarpment. This next section of road is going to slow down a little bit. In that slow down section, kind of get a visual of how I'm going around on this, and I couldn't tell until actually I stopped just what was involved here. And it's the Golden Gate Canyon with the Golden Gate basically bridge that's built alongside the cliff. There are some pretty brave people who built this, and some pretty brave people who went over it after it was built originally. Golden Gate Canyon. Guess they couldn't clear that rock out right away. So here we go. You're looking down in the canyon. You see the water flying down there. You're looking up over the top of this indicator. And then you see this shale. Okay, so see the shale? That's an arch being built right there. As this erodes away, this will eventually become a bigger arch. Now will it go all the way through? Doubt it. Not like arches, but that's how the erosion occurs. It will build an arch eventually. That section's trying to start too. Gallatin Range. The overshot of the view, what it looks like, and then what it looks like when I was standing there. Again, back to the high speed. This is Roaring Mountain. Pretty windy. Unfortunately, there's a lot of wind and interference in a lot of the original videos. Yeah. It's amazing how high up these vents are. It's actually a little bit impressive that We got magma this close to the surface, this high up. Oh, this is interesting. I like this white stuff. I think it's limestone primarily. Don't be afraid to pause this area. Some interesting information here. This is frying pan spring. Can you see that? Let me zoom in. Not very clear, is it? And I'm shaking. So it's bubbling down there. You hear it steaming? You can hear the wind too. You hear it steaming? See it bubbling? Isn't that cool? Okay, it's bubbling. It's steaming. That is a hot spring. Norris Geyser Overlook. I don't see the geyser. I see a lot of steam. First time I've seen the buffalo and the soldier station, which comes up very shortly here. Can't see it very well, but that's this. You hear that bubbling? Whew! Man, you can smell the sulfur when the smoke comes your way. When the steam comes your way, it stinks. Way above the basin. And you can actually see the lichen has changed. So sometimes the geysers are working and sometimes they're not. Sometimes it just leaves that residue. But you can see where there was one right there. It's an older one. It hasn't popped out. And to walk out on there is very dangerous. Okay, this is the one I took earlier. This is the bathtub spring. I took it from the other view. Yeah, danger, don't walk out there. And it's just bubbling. You hear it? You can see it just over the ridge there. There's another one. And we're way up in the sky. Not as high as those mountains, but still. And here these things are popping. That's awesome. Huh. Look how blue that is. Some of the water in this area is so acidic it'll melt the bottom of your boots off. What's out there? Huh. Hi. So there's supposed to be a film crew around here. Celestine Pool. It is geysering.
on. Come on, blow your stack. There's another one over there too. Oh, these geysers are cool. This is awesome. That is seriously geysering. And that is continuously doing it. This one stopped. This one stopped right here. That one looks like it was getting ready to go. But that one's probably taking most of the moisture. And it is just popping off. That is awesome. Little bubble right there.
Straighten up into notification.
Okay, those are steam vents right now. It's not geysering actually per se. Let's see what it says down here. Look at that bubbling. Lots of minerals. What does this say? Earthquake's offspring. So, how close to the surface is the hot rock? Actually, that's causing this. I'm having a blast. Even this guy is just shooting a little bit of steam. Very little. This is a mud pot one time. Look at the color. Isn't that beautiful? Hydrogen sulfide, yeah. Okay, we're walking back. We've been through here.
So we boogie on to the Old Faithful.
It's kind of puffing. It's not doing anything extraordinary yet. But look at all the other ones up down the way. And the one next to the buffalo there, he doesn't care. Care less. So you look at all these geysers. That one was firing off just moments ago. Just moments ago, missed it. It's kind of firing off right now, kind of. Old Faithful is just puffing away right now, not doing anything. It's trying. Keeps getting a little puffs. And then it just kind of settles down. It's hilarious. There's no wind. Then it dies off. It's hilarious.
Just throwing it out there, Gary.
Wow, it goes on for over 5 minutes.
We just popped out.
Huh.
What's the POA?
That's crazy.
It's getting near the end of the afternoon. It's time to get moving on.
Look at the sulfur. Come on. There you go. There you go. Come on. Pop it up. Yeah. Look at the material that builds up around it. Look at this thing. Just boiling away. And that runs off into the stream. And the stream takes it away. That's a baby geyser. That's a baby geyser. See enough boiling water? I think it's time to head home. Baby geyser. See, they don't always fire off. Geyser. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that guy rolling over. Yeah. Getting in the mud. Keeps the flies off him. There you go. The Gibbon River Falls. Yes. Gibbon Falls.
I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.